Here's a short video on replacing the used palette paper in your Masterson Sta-Wet palette. To replace the paper in your Sta-Wet palette tray, start by reaching in and grabbing the corners of the used paper, folding it over, picking it out of the tray, and discarding it. Then you want to take the tray over to your sink area and wash the tray out and wash the sponge out. Wash the sponge gently. And then try to rinse most of the water out, maybe about half of the water out, and set that aside. Bring your tray back to your table. You want to get a new piece of Sta-Wet palette paper. Lay that into the tray. And then take about a quarter of a quart of the hottest water you can manage and pour that onto the paper in the tray. You want to make sure the paper is totally covered, and you want to let that set for about 15 minutes. Once it's set for 15 minutes, you want to drain the paper out of the tray. So you want to carefully pick up the tray over your receptacle, whether it's your sink or a cup like I have here, and then start pouring out of one corner. Get most of the water out. Good. Get that out of the way. Then we reach back and grab that sponge that we set aside. And we want to lay that sponge smooth side down. See how you have a rough side and a smooth side? I want to lay that down on top of the paper, smooth side down. Then I reach down, grab the edges of the paper, and pick the paper and sponge up as a unit. Drape it over that side edge a little bit, and then just sort of pull it in to the tray so that the paper is now on the top, the smooth side of the sponge is facing out. Now, what I like to do is, I like to pour a little bit of cold water into this, swish it around a little bit, make sure everything is hunky-dory as far as paper being nice and flat right where I want it. And I want to drain out the excess water now. So again, pick the tray up carefully, dipping one corner into my receptacle, and I let it drain. I want to let it drain until it's just a slow, steady drip, drip, drip. That's good. Then I want to grab a piece of paper towel or a cloth. I'll use a paper towel here. And get the excess water off the top of that palette paper so that the palette paper is moist still, but dry to the touch on the top. Now my palette's ready to apply paint.